This is exit 16 on Interstate 5 in Clark County, Washington. Only 16 miles south of here is the I-5 Columbia River Bridge. Less than 2 miles to the east is the small town of La Center. And adjacent to the interstate is where the Cowlitz tribe, developer David Barnett, and the wealthy Mohegan Indian tribe of Connecticut want 152 acres taken into trust by the federal government for the Cowlitz Reservation. They want to build a massive casino resort on it, a casino that would be one of the largest in the nation at full build-out. I'm Tom Hunt with Citizens Against Reservation Shopping. We're one of several local groups that believe this casino site would have serious negative impacts on Clark County. The Cowlitz tribe has a right to a reservation and potentially a casino, but for a host of reasons, the La Center I-5 junction is just not the place for it. The draft environmental impact statement was roundly criticized by nearly every area local government and major stakeholder for underestimating the impacts of a casino resort and failing to address problems, and for using unrealistic assumptions and unreliable numbers. The foreseeable problems of the proposed development include unacceptable increases in traffic levels along the I-5 corridor and on the already choked I-5 bridge, where traffic sits at a standstill many times each day. The tribe has never had any serious connection to this land, so it's difficult for them to qualify for gaming under the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act. In 2005, George Skabeen of the Department of Interior told the Senate Committee on Indian Affairs that to qualify under the initial reservation exception, DOI requires that the tribe have, quote, strong geographical, historical, and cultural ties to the land, end quote. The draft environmental impact statement considered only one nearby alternative site. It failed to examine any site further north, near the tribe's indigenous homeland along I-5 and the Cowlitz River.
We know from eyewitness accounts that the Cowlitz tribe had villages all along the Cowlitz River, from near the mouth of the Cowlitz River all the way up to the foothills of Mount Rainier, and that those villages numbered somewhere between 20 and 30. The river, the Cowlitz River, has to be the most important element of what we call pre-contact history with the Cowlitz tribe. They lived here because of the river.
The tribe has ties here, to the cemetery, to the Cowlitz mission. They own land. They'd have no trouble establishing historic, geographic, and cultural connections to help satisfy Department of Interior criteria. A site at exit 60, the Toledo-Vader Road exit, was recently analyzed by casino experts at the economic consulting firm Eco Northwest.
A casino located in the Vader vicinity that would be off I-5 would generate more than enough money to satisfy the needs of a tribe. It would generate probably on the order of cash flow to a tribe in excess of $60 million a year. Its revenues would be about 3 times the average tribal casino in the state of Washington. The Cowlitz tribe itself has a number of facilities in that area, so it clearly would be able to serve those needs.
Fortunately, it's not too late, because land is still available in the Cowlitz tribe's aboriginal homeland of Lewis County, adjacent to Interstate 5. In fact, during our visit, large parcels of land were available at all 4 corners of the I-5 interchange near Vader. Phil Smith is a 10-year Chehalis resident and Lewis County landowner and developer. He has property along I-5 and spoke with us about the public climate, economy, and resources in southern Lewis County.
For the most part, the people in this community are very pro-growth. They know that they need economic development. They know they need jobs. You know, they got beat to death with the timber industry like just about everybody did in Washington and Oregon. And so they're looking for some diversification. And I've talked to the county commissioners and the mayors of these smaller communities, and they're excited about development in general. We've done some preliminary design work to build a super truck stop travel center development that would be the biggest one in the United States on this property. And because of the truck traffic and car traffic between the Seattle-Portland metro markets, and this is one of the primary interchanges that you get off for the Mount St. Helens volcano monument, which attracts several million people a year, that we felt that it was right. There's about 35 million people a year that drive by this property. It's got 1 mile of frontage on the freeway and a half a mile on State Route 505, so the visibility is significant. And we have a small airport with two 5,000-foot runways that's about 5 minutes from here that could be developed also.
U.S. Census data show that Lewis County is the optimal location for the Cowlitz tribe to acquire trust land because it's closer to more Cowlitz Indians today than any other place in the United States, including Clark County. The tribe's lack of connection to its preferred site, coupled with a problem EIS, indicate that the Cowlitz proposal is in trouble. Trouble that might have been avoided had the casino developers set their sights on a reservation and casino in the tribe's true Aboriginal homelands.
The tribe and the Bureau of Indian Affairs should consider an alternative site here for the Cowlitz project. It's in the center of the acknowledged cultural homeland of the Cowlitz Indian tribe. It's a place where they had a strong historical connection. The tribe members still live around here, so they've had a continuous connection to this site, and their modern connection is strong, with owning tribal property just a few yards away. This satisfies the criteria that the federal government has laid out for siting a project off reservation. Strong, deep historical ties, a continuous connection, and a strong modern connection. All of those are satisfied here. They're not satisfied by the La Center parcel. The tribe had essentially no connection to the La Center parcel until 2001, when it was purchased by the Barnett family. They've created a modern connection, or attempted to create one. The La Center site simply has nothing to do with the Cowlitz history, culture, and heritage.
So, there's ample land available. The experts say plenty of revenue will be generated. Transportation is by rail, air, and I-5. A positive climate exists, and the needed historic connection is guaranteed. The way for the tribe to get the Cowlitz Casino into operation is to locate it along I-5 in Lewis County, closer to the home of the Cowlitz tribe.